Hey guys, welcome to another 7 Let's Play 7 Days. This is your host MTG Avatar, and this is going to be my first Let's Play with 7 Let's Play 7 Days. We're going to be playing Far Cry 3, as you can probably tell. Got into this game, I saw it around Christmas time, and I played the other Far Cry games, so I wanted to play this one, and I found it just as awesome as the other games. If you're a Far Cry 3 fan, or Far Cry fan in general, I should say, you should get into this game. So here we see we're going to have some random party till we black out time, which is always awesome, and they're going to do the cheesy 80s montage. What? Oh man. So first thing you'll notice about this game is how impressive the graphics are, and this game actually runs on almost the same engine as the new.
Hold the door! Yo, Jason, get in!
Wow, why am I drawing a blank right now? It's the other Cry game that Crytek makes. Crysis. There we go. Crysis 3. So this one will definitely burn up your computer if it's not up to specs. So here we meet the bad guy for the first time. This is Voss, and you find out that he's kind of a jerk.
This is a nice fucking phone.
Yeah, he likes the phone.
What do we have here?
He's too busy torturing you to really take an interest. And there's your brother. He's also tied up, but
California, huh?
you'll see in a minute here.
Well, I hope your mama and your papa really, really love you. Because you two white boys, you look very expensive.
Yeah,
That's good
we're
because
very
I like
expensive white
expensive
boys.
things.
We have high
Sorry, what did you
tastes,
say?
and
What did you say? Do you want me to slice you open like I did your friend?
yeah, he's a little unstable.
Shut the fuck
If you
up!
can't tell, he's
Okay?
gone from
I'm the one with the fucking dick!
talking very normally to
Look at
us,
me.
and now he's just
Look me in the
yelling
fucking eye.
all out of nowhere,
Hey!
which is
You
usually a
fuck!
sign of mental
Look me in the eye.
instability.
You're my bitch.
So,
I rule this fucking kingdom. Shut the fuck up.
well,
Or you
you'll also
die.
notice about this game is
What is it,
the
Jason?
language.
Jason, what is it?
It's pretty intense.
Why aren't you laughing now like you
So
did up
we're
there?
gonna try
This
to
is not
talk
fun
over
anymore.
a
Have
lot
I
of
failed
that
to entertain you?
if we
You
can.
see, the thing is, up there,
And now he's just gonna wax poetic here for about
way up in the fucking
5
skies, you
minutes
thought you had your
with
finger
his
on the pussy trigger.
awesome
Down here,
Far Cry
down here.
villain. Like, they seem to do a lot of monologues, the villains do in the Far Cry series, so that's something they continue here. But
It's okay.
does hair remind you of
I'm
like
gonna relax,
Fallout or
you-
something? It's got like the mohawk going with like
Okay,
the
brother.
hair on the
We're gonna have
sides.
a lot of fun together while we wait for the money.
Can't remember what that haircut's called, but I remember having some crazy haircuts
I just hope that you two pieces of
in that
fox are more
game,
entertaining
like
than your friends.
the
Ta-ta.
Terror Hawk
Bye-bye.
was one of them, and then there
Meet you
was
every
also
fucking time,
like
man.
the Quiff. The Quiff was one of them. It was like shaved head with like comb over on the top. It's pretty intense. So here you find out that your brother is actually Harry Houdini, and he's gonna escape from a prison cell like out in the middle of the jungle, which is kind of intense.
I don't think so.
So apparently he's going to try to teach you some U.S. military training in here in about 30 seconds, which is probably the most unrealistic part of the opening of this game, but what can you do? Not a whole lot. So then this
Over
stupid
here.
guard, you call him over here, and he doesn't notice that you're not tied up anymore.
shut the fuck up!
He just wants you to be quiet. Then your brother just kind of knocks his head a couple times on the bamboo, and he's dead. And you're like freaking out. Oh my gosh, he's dead. He's gonna, I don't know, just the ragdoll in that part just makes you kind of chuckle. What is going on? Alright, so here you take control of your character for the first time, and it's kind of like, you know,
Jay, you okay?
the same controls as every other first-person shooter out there, but
Come on.
It's kind of awesome because there's some nice eye candy here with opening scenes, some nice vegetation to look at with the new Cry engine. And now you're going to sneak around, try to avoid all these guards and not alert them. And there's a nice pig pen for you along with some pig dookie. And I'm not gonna lie, this part gets pretty suspenseful. You're like sneaking around and like you never know if the guards are gonna see you. And this part actually,
Dogs. Hold on, stop.
I don't know. It's kind of reminiscent of like Call of Duty World at War, where you're like in the campaign where you're first sneaking off that island, and like the Japanese
Stay quiet.
find the raid party, and then you gotta get in a huge firefight. So, story of this game is pretty good. Kind of close to the other games, but at the same time, it does add a new element, which is kind of nice. Which we'll find out about that here in a little bit.
Pick up that phone too.
So, I haven't played Crysis 3 yet, though. Just don't have the money to pick it up right now. But I've heard that game is even like one step above this as far as like the graphics engine and everything. So that's kind of exciting. You might see me playing that a little bit later on.
Throw a rock over there.
So here's another tutorial, which, sorry,
What the?
you know, sorry for those of you out there who
Let's move.
aren't big tutorial fans, but kind of shows you what to do as far as like throwing a rock and distracting the guards, which does come in handy throughout the game. So,
Who's that?
and there's your brother showing off his merc skills right there, just like throwing a knife in the guy's neck, and like what is he, like Yoda?
Look at me.
What's going
I
on?
can't find Lisa and Riley and the others without you. So pull it together.
So now he's like,
Okay.
pull it together, and I'm going to teach you some elite skills of killing. So apparently he's going to show you how to kill people like they do in the army, even though you don't have any training at all, apparently.
Oh my god, there's so many of them, man.
And you kind of find out here that they got like a tourist like trap, like literally going on here. Like they basically take tourists from the island and like ransom them back to their families for money. And that's how they like sustain their like terrorist and pirate
Hide in the plants.
organizations. And never mind these plants that they're growing here. You probably don't want to know what those are. What?
We have to get past him.
Oh man, really? That's hilarious. Again, we're throwing rocks, distracting the guards. It's pretty feasible, right? You know, you throw a rock and like people get distracted for about 30 seconds, and then you can just run behind them without any problem. No big deal.
I'm catching board now.
Gotta admit, this is probably one of the most like boring part of the games too, because there's a lot of sneaking around and not a lot of action going on right now. But this part does a lot to advance the plot, so
In here.
I think it's a necessary part of the game, but at the same time, not the most action-packed.
No, please.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm having a little trouble. I guess my capture wasn't 100% on this, so you're gonna notice some black frames, and I'll try to get that fixed for the next video. So,
Where are we? Never
alright,
should have
so
made
now
that
he's gonna
jump.
teach you master
promised
navigation
Dad
in
I'd take
about
care of
5
this.
seconds.
Does it say where Riley is?
We're gonna
Of course.
find him.
Does the
We're gonna
map
free
say
the
where
others.
Riley is?
Then we're
Really?
going home.
Like the map's just gonna be like, hey, here's oh, and your brother gets shot, and
No! Stay with me, Grant!
it's pretty graphic.
Please, don't
But
die!
anyway, like the map's just gonna come out and say, oh yeah, here's Riley. He's on this map. It's like
I like that. No, I respect that.
that map of mischief from Harry Potter.
And if
Like,
this jungle doesn't
just
eat you
gonna
up
show where
alive,
everyone's at. They're walking around.
Fucking tough.
Again, Voss throwing off his psychotic ways. He's like letting you run before he hunts you down and kill you. Run, Forrest, run. Classic. Now he sends some dogs after you. So this part, you're basically just like jamming on the run keys and, you know, forward and run, and then you like jump every once in a while. There's gonna be some action scenes up here, which is like some real-time events. But I think I don't know. I think real-time events have been getting stale in games. I don't really appreciate them anymore like I did. Like when I first played God of War, I just remembered that game like having those real-time events where like you just had to push a certain button sequence, and like that was the coolest thing ever. But, like I think it's kind of overused now, especially like Call of Duty does it, and like the new Halo 4 did it in there. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's now like a standard part of gaming, but I still don't really understand why they keep insisting on it. So now you're gonna climb up some vines and like you're trying to escape into the jungle. Your brother just died, so you're just kind of freaking out.
I have to find Riley and the others.
Then you know, it kind of sets up the plot. 'Cause then now you gotta like, okay, you gotta go find your friends that are also lost on the island. And here's like your real-time event, whoop-de-doo, you know, like kind of really. Okay. You can tell like he's not really like into violence because he just like freaks out when he kills that guy. It's like yeah, oh man, I just killed that guy. Like what? Like holy crap. So I think it kind of humanizes the character. It's kind of nice. Because like usually like you know your protagonist in a video game or a movie or whatever, they like kill somebody and they're like, oh okay, I just killed that guy, whatever, no big deal. So now this whole thing's just been kind of like a prequel, or well, not a prequel, but a prelude to like the actual start of the game. So you like basically sets up how you know you got on the island and everything. It's pretty cool opening. But next time we'll get into maybe like you know some of the stuff you can do in the game. I'll show you like the main premise of the game, the you know what you need to do on the island. So until next time, MTG Avatar.